All right, so you got this show called Obsession. It's only like 38 minutes apiece, 4 episodes. Let's get to episode 1. So we got this doctor by the name of Farrow. He just successfully operated on a set of twins and was able to separate them both. So clearly he's a high-ranked doctor that knows what he's doing. But he's very humble, he's saying it's a team effort and all that. So his wife Ingrid picks him up from work. They're like, yeah, they're going to go celebrate and whatnot. They end up going to a grandfather's summer house in the countryside. Because it's a big enough house, they want to chill with their grandfather. And then they got their kids, Sarah and Jay, who are pretty much in their 20s. Now, Jay's supposed to be coming there soon. Sarah's already there. Sally, my bad. That's her name. Now, think about Jay. He's had a lot of girlfriends in the past or whatever like that, but he's got this special one that he hasn't told them about yet. He doesn't want his parents to scare this one off, he actually likes this one. So Farrow and Ingrid get back to the house, they end up clapping their cheeks. And the way they react, they got a good marriage, right? Yeah. Next day, Jay gets there, and his sister finally gets it out of him. He's messing with some chick by the name of Anna Barton. And apparently the grandfather set up this soiree or whatever like that, to congratulate Farrow for, all his accomplishments and then being able to separate twins and blah, 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 all that nature. A bunch of dignitaries and things like that have showed up there. He sees this chick from the other side of the room. They lock eyes for a second and then, walk off. He ends up going to the bar to get a drink because they established early in the show that he likes to drink. Not excessively, but, he's trying to celebrate, so, all right. Anyway, while they're at the bar, the chick shows up at the bar. Turns out that chick is actually Anna Barton. They lock eyes for a little bit, and you feel like they're the only ones there, right? Then he feeds her olive out the martini glass. I'm like, the fuck is going on? Then they share their drinks, they go about their separate ways, whatever like that. Now he's sitting on the couch, all of a sudden his wife Ingrid shows up. So she says, yeah, so many people here. Did you happen to see Jay's girlfriend? He's like, I wouldn't even know what she would look like. Why would he lie about not seeing her if everything's platonic? Da, da, da. Next day he goes to work, comes home to his wife. Jay's in Anna's apartment, giving her the business. And Jay's at the point that he finally wants to ask Anna to meet the family. So while Jay's taking a shower, he gets a call from Farrow. Anna sees the number, gets the number out of the phone and puts it in her phone. And then she calls Farrow to let him know that she's about to come see them soon. I'm like... And then finally, they all meet each other. She meets everybody in the family. Ingrid asks Farrow to give Anna a drink or whatever. So he gets her a drink out of the studies or whatever like that. There's tension when they lock eyes and whatnot. Meanwhile, Sally comes over. And then she gives Anna the tour of the summer house and whatnot. So I think Anna said her profession was like a cosmopolitan or something like that. I'm not really sure. I had to go back. But they talk about this stuff while they all eating at the dinner table. So after all this, I guess a couple weeks went past. They finally go back to their regular house. Farrow and Ingrid do. And afterwards, he's basically going to work, right? He's taking like phone calls and all this other stuff. But he's at his computer, right? And then all of a sudden, Anna actually calls him. Because the thing was, after she called the first time, he actually saved her number in his phones too. It was like, wow. He labeled it under A in his phone, and she labeled it W in her phone because his real name is like William Farrow, whatever like that. So when he gets the phone call, she's like, 4:30, meet me at my place, whatever like that. She sends the address and all that. So he had this other surgery to do, and he finished up exactly at 4:30. So basically, heads on over there, opens the door and whatnot. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell was Jay doing around that time? Bottom line, they're just staring at each other, looking at each other all close. Then she just strips him out of everything, and then she takes her panties off and lies on the floor, and then puts her legs up and is like, come get it. And he ended up giving Anna the business. Come on, we knew it was coming. Afterwards, he puts his clothes on, she takes a shower, and then he just goes back home. He takes a shower and then gets into bed with his wife. So we see later on he's at this diner. I guess it was like the next day or whatever like that. Turns out he's actually meeting his son Jay there. Jay's talking about how much he really likes this girl, and he was scared to bring her over at first because, we have a tight-knit family and her family's not really tight-knit like that, but they don't really get into the details of the family. I'm like, yeah, Jay, if only you knew. And that's how the first episode is. Like I said, it's 4 episodes. Man, Farrow, man, you ain't shit. You clapping your son's own female cheeks, the one he really trusted out of all of his girlfriends. And Anna ain't shit either because she been trying to get them popping. Well, I want to see how the rest of this plays out. Obsession on Netflix. Check it out.